surrogate mother. Meg Panic-Stricken rushed home, as Nanny divulges to Has about Meg's big divorce plan. If they used a surrogate they would have had to use Harry's sperm, otherwise the whole exercise is pointless. Then if it came to a divorce, Harry would demand a DNA test which would give his DNA but not Meghan's, which would mean she would lose custody for not being the biological mother. So what is the truth? While if they did use a surrogate but using a fertilized egg, then to some extent they are in the clear until they start checking the maternal mitochondria, and that could be where the trouble starts. Why should the trouble start? Because parliamentary legislation has not caught up with such possibilities, and Parliament could just turn round and not accept Archie in the royal bloodline for consideration of royal inheritance. In fact, by hiding the birth, Harry and Meghan have already moved Archie beyond the royal line of accession. There is no way to turn this situation back. The rules are the rules. In fact, King James II had a son born out of wedlock and he married the mother, but because the rules were not followed, the royal family name is not a Sheridan. Instead, his younger brother became the pretender. You mess with Parliament at your peril when it comes to accession to the throne. The royal family does have a prerogative in that the family can choose who to put up as heir for Parliament to select. Nobody is going to fight a civil war for Archie. However, paper cannot cover fire. The closest people are the nanny next to Meghan, who knows the secrets of Meghan's fake pregnancy and the horrible motive behind it. Currently, the relationship between Harry and Meghan gradually cracked after both returned from the Queen's funeral. The nanny would most likely take this opportunity to tell Harry everything. Meghan's been quietly setting up her other life for the last couple of months, and thanks to her close inner circle, she's got an entire backup plan arranged for when and if her and Harry call it quits and her life as a royal falls apart, an insider spills. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry kept mum over their 6-week break from royal duties back in 2019. The couple, who jetted off on a private plane in November, did not disclose the holiday destination to son Archie's nanny until they were up in the air. Author Valentine Low, in his book Courtiers, The Hidden Power Behind the Crown, shares the Sussexes did not want anybody to know they had left for Canada. When Harry and Meghan went to Canada for their 6-week break in November 2019, their escape plans were already laid, amid the greatest secrecy. Meghan would not even tell their nanny, Lauren, where they were going. According to one source, she did not know where they were going until the plane, a private jet, was in the air. Prince Harry was reportedly gripped by shrouding the details around son Archie's birth. One source described Harry as being almost morbidly obsessed with keeping Archie's birth as secret as possible. Royal expert Katie Nicholl writes in her new book, The New Royals, Queen Elizabeth's Legacy and the Future of the Crown. This quest for secrecy allegedly breached an unwritten contract between the royals and the public, who were eager and expecting to hear all the details about the new royal baby as soon as Meghan Markle gave birth. Behind the scenes, matters were so fraught that more than one official, as I know from personal experience, was reduced to tears of frustration and despair, added Rebecca English, royal editor of the Daily Mail. The usual protocol following a royal birth is for the father, mother and newborn babe to pose on the steps of the hospital, surrounded by well-wishers and photographers, and answer a few questions, before driving away. But the Duke and Duchess of Sussex wanted to change all of that, according to Nicholl. When Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor was born on May 6, 2019, the couple managed to bamboozle the press when he actually arrived. Harry had always enjoyed outfoxing the media, Nicholl writes. He and Meghan were thrilled to be safely delivered of their son in London's private Portland hospital even before the palace press office had confirmed the Duchess was in labour. 2 days later, the couple participated in a brief photo opportunity with a single reporter to ask questions. But it all felt stage-managed, with pre-approved questions, one journalist, and one photographer, Nicholl continues. It demonstrated the growing gulf between public expectations of Harry and what he felt obliged to give. Of